And I know it sounds weird. You may have even seen photographers do this and be like, what the heck are they doing? Don't they know that their flash needs to go direct? Today's video is sponsored by the Ultimate Gel Photography and Photoshop course. Do you want to learn how I shoot my gel photography portraits? Well, you can. Go to learngels.com to learn more. Hey guys, Everett Christopher here, aka Photo Loco. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today's topic is Bounce Flash. Bounce Flash is a very easy way to bump your event photography to another level and add dimension to your subjects. All it takes is a swiveling flash head like this and a reflective surface, like a wall or a ceiling. So what is Bounce Flash? Bounce Flash is when you literally bounce your main light up and off a nearby ceiling or wall onto your subject. The resulting effect is a much more naturally lit photo and a much more pleasing result than if you were to go direct flash. So instead of aiming the flash at the subject like so, you're going to actually swivel it up like this. And you also want to tilt it back just a little bit, and I'll explain that in just a minute. So let's talk about why it works in the first place. So where does natural light come from? Well, it comes from the sun. And what direction does that light come from? Usually, except for the mornings and dusk, the dawn and dusk, it comes from up above. So when you bounce your flash off the ceiling, it's coming back down, looks very natural, soft, diffused, just like natural light can be. Now, it only works in certain situations. Obviously, if you're going to bounce it, you have to have something, a surface to bounce it off of. So the only time when you can really use Bounce Flash is if you're indoors. If you have white walls and ceilings, you're in good shape. A white wall, versus other colors, of course, is going to return the most percentage of light back down toward your subject. A black wall will return the least amount and sometimes none at all. Black walls and darker walls and ceilings can work, but you're going to have to increase the energy level on your flash to accommodate. And in between black and white, you have things like off-white, yellows, reds, wood grains. All of these will produce various results in color casts. Sometimes the color cast can be pleasing, sometimes not. That's where you have to get into white balance to ensure that your camera's white balance matches the environment. We'll get into white balancing later because that's a whole other topic. In addition to white walls and white ceilings and, all the other various types of ceilings you'll run into, some venues have metal ceilings or aluminum shingling. These kinds of materials reflect light wonderfully as well, in some cases better than white. And here you can see what I mean by swiveling flash head. In fact, this is a good technique when you are doing event photography. And by the way, wedding photography is basically a glorified, upgraded version of event photography, especially during the reception. When you have your swiveling flash head, a quick technique you can use is to actually, while you're moving the flash head, also move the camera. So you get this action. Now, as far as the application of it, what you want to do is actually angle the head a little bit behind you. And I know it sounds weird, and you may have even seen photographers do this and be like, what the heck are they doing? Like, don't they know that their flash needs to go direct? But basically what you're doing is you're turning the entire ceiling into a softbox. The more up you have it like this, and if you have subjects that are relatively close, the more basically 0 degree up, if we're thinking about this in a 360 degree idea, if you're at 0 degrees going directly up, or even if you have it moved forward a little bit like this, when that light comes down, it's going to look very ugly. The eyes will be darkened and in shadow. You won't have a nice, even light. So when you're closer to your subjects, you want to take this and pull it back like this-ish, right? It's going to vary. It depends on the height that you're bouncing or how high the ceiling is or the surface that you're bouncing off of. So you may have to experiment a little bit, but this is the general idea. The further back you have it, the more even the light will cast upon the subject's faces, thus providing a more pleasing result. Okay, guys, I hope that helps. Please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and stay tuned for more helpful tips and tricks from yours truly, Photo Loco.